Houston, we have a problem. If you have to slow down your exercise intensity, speed and cadence so you can text or read while your training session, then Houston, we have a challenge, because what you're doing is lowering the benefit of what you're going to get out of your exercise session. So remember, when you train, the purpose of training is not to get a certain amount of mileage done or burn off a certain amount of calories. The bigger question is how you burn those calories that will have the greater effect on your long-term results. You don't come in here to use what you got. You come in here to build what you want. If I come in here and do weight training with really light weights, so I can read a book at the same time or do a dumbbell press and text at the same time, then the weight training serves no benefit, because it's not a load high enough to create enough overload, to create enough intensity and stress in the body for the body to force itself to change or make a physiological change, a process what we call the overcompensation process. And that is caused by a progressive overload. Well, the same applies when you're doing your cardiovascular exercise. If you're on the treadmill and you have to slow it down to you're walking at 4 kilometers per hour, there's no stress in the body. Yes, you're burning off a minute number of calories. In a half-hour session, you may burn off 100 to 150 calories. Just go and have a donut and it comes back on again. But the bigger chance is you haven't created any physiological change. You haven't gotten fitter. You haven't changed your respiratory quotient, which determines whether your body's burning fat or carbohydrate during exercise or at rest in the other 23.5 hours a day. You haven't elevated your metabolism, where you don't get a post-exercise increase in metabolic rate after the exercise session. So yes, it's better than laying in bed, but probably not that much more, because now that lady, whoever she is, she'll probably go, yeah, if I've done my exercise session, now I'm going to have a nice big breakfast. So I've burnt off 120 calories, and then I'm going to go and eat an extra 300 calories on top of my 500 calorie breakfast. So yes, sometimes exercise can actually make you fatter, because then you think that you've done a great thing, but really all you've done is justified eating more that counteracts what you just did, and you actually haven't changed your body physiology in any way, shape or form. So remember, when you come in here, it's not about using what you got, it's about building what you want. And to build what you want, then you have to actually take your intensity up to a level where it's high enough, where you're pushing those limits so those limits can keep going up. So you're going to get an increase in cardiovascular fitness, increase in your resting metabolic rate, and an improvement on your respiratory quotient that turns your body into a fat burning machine. So when you go out there, you're always burning fat, you're always burning more energy than everyone else, you're always fitter, and you'll have a greater level of incidental activity, because you're fitter and healthy and strong and feeling better. You're more likely to take the stairs than the escalator. You're more likely to walk to where you want to go rather than catch a Uber or a taxi. And that will be no cow poo.